Welcome back, future millionaires, to our video series on the science of getting rich. In our last video, we discussed how opportunity is not monopolized and how you can tap into the abundant resources around you. Today, we're diving into Chapter 4, the first principle in the science of getting rich. This is where we start to uncover the true power of thought. Here's a fascinating idea. Thought is the only power that can produce tangible riches from the formless substance of the universe. Everything you see around you started as a thought. This means that your thoughts have the power to shape your reality. The original substance of the universe, the formless stuff, responds to thought and creates form based on those thoughts. Imagine this for a moment. Every tree, every mountain, every star, and even every skyscraper began as a thought, the formless substance. As this substance thought of a tree, it took the form of a tree. As it thought of a mountain, it formed a mountain. The same principle applies to everything in the universe, including your wealth. To bring this idea closer to home, think about any invention or building. Before it existed, it was a thought in someone's mind. They envisioned it, and then they took steps to make it a reality. This process is the same for wealth creation. You must first think of yourself as rich, and then the formless substance will respond to your thought. So, how do you start using this principle? First, you need to understand that you are a thinking center. You can originate thought, and these thoughts can shape your reality. For example, if you want to build a house, you first imagine the house in your mind. The creative energies of the universe then start to move in ways that will eventually result in the construction of your house. But here's the kicker. Most of us have been focused only on manual labor, reshaping existing forms rather than creating new ones through thought. The key to getting rich is to start thinking in a certain way and impressing those thoughts upon the formless substance. Think about it like this. When you have a clear, vivid picture of what you want in your mind and you impress this thought upon the formless substance, you set into motion the creative forces of the universe. This doesn't mean that your house will appear instantly, but it will begin the processes that will bring your thought into reality. To summarize, here are the 3 fundamental propositions you need to understand and believe. First, there is one original, formless substance from which all things are made. Second, a thought held in this substance produces the form of that thought. And third, by impressing your thoughts upon this formless substance, you can cause the creation of what you think about. If you're wondering whether this can actually be proven, consider this. If even one person gets rich by following these principles, it supports the claim. If everyone who follows these steps gets rich, it's undeniable proof. The key is to think in a certain way and to sustain those thoughts despite any appearances to the contrary. Thinking truth, regardless of appearances, is the hardest work in the world. It requires sustained, focused thought. For instance, if you are surrounded by poverty, you must think and believe in abundance. This power of sustained thought makes you a mastermind, capable of creating the reality you desire. When you realize that there is one thinking substance from which all things are made, and that your thoughts can shape this substance, you will lose all doubt and fear. You will know that you can create what you want, have what you want, and be what you want. As a first step toward getting rich, believe in these 3 fundamental principles. Let them become your habitual thoughts. Read them over and over, fix them in your mind, and meditate on them until you firmly believe them. Avoid any distractions or doubts. The science of getting rich begins with absolute acceptance of this faith. The 3 rules are worth repeating and memorizing. 1, there is one original formless substance from which all things are made. 2, a thought held in the substance produces the form of that thought. 3, by impressing your thoughts upon this formless substance, you can cause the creation of what you think about. We have to think it, feel it, and believe it. Your only job is to commit to becoming rich. Think about it every day and know that your vision is coming to you. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Chapter 4. In our next video, we'll continue to build on these principles and dive deeper into the practical steps you can take. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on the next chapter. Until next time, keep those thoughts rich and abundant.